On this episode of Variant Reviews, we take a look at the Marvel Legends Jubilee Build-A-Figure. So alright, I've completed my Jubilee Build-A-Figure, and I gotta say, it's better than I expected. It looks way better than what I thought. And before I get into that, let me just say Jubilee actually is Jubilation Lee, a Chinese-American girl that first appeared back in the 1989 Uncanny X-Men 244. And basically she has the ability to generate this blinding explosive energy from her fingertips. It's like colored sparkles and whatnot. And she was a prominent character back in the 1990s era X-Men animated series.
The master programmer wants him brought back, alive.
He didn't specify in what condition.
Jubilee! Princess of Pyrotechnics commands you to release the human!
Ignore her. She's just a little girl.
A little girl?
So right off the bat, you'll notice that her outfit's a little bit different from the 90s. And she still has that trademark trench coat. But if I'm not mistaken, this is the look she was sporting back when she ended up becoming Vampire Jubilee. I really think they went easy on her look, not too heavy on the makeup or anything like that. The glasses, I'm liking it. I like the way it shimmers, and it's that signature pink color that she wears. The hair sculpt, I'm liking that. I mean, I really do like the way it's kind of sculpted together, and it kind of goes over the glasses a little bit. Now, one thing I'm noticing, the only real detail that I could see is right here on the neck where you can kind of see this little zipper. Other than that, her trench coat is like this rubbery, thin plastic, nothing special. Now, one side note here, one thing about this figure, it's the exact same body mold as a Spider-Girl. Well, minus the head and the arms, but even the hands are the same. They're the exact same thing. So as far as accessories go, she does come with these little pink translucent little jellies that actually goes over one hand and fits nicely in the other. In the way of articulation, her head does turn all the way around 360 degrees, looks down, and it also looks up, and she has great articulation there. Her arm does turn all the way around. It does hinge open. She has a single elbow joint that does bend all the way down like this, and you can bend it the opposite way as well, which is, I think is kind of cool. One other thing, it does swivel right here at the elbow. So instead of a bicep swivel, you get this little lower elbow swivel. Also, you get a swivel here at the wrist here. So you can kind of swivel that a little bit. You can tilt it here. There's a little bit of articulation. Tilt it down and tilt it up. She does have this little upper chest swivel. Instead of a waist swivel, she has that. So it kind of tilts a little bit, but primarily you're going to just be turning that around. She has an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. She does have this little ankle articulation, and before I forget, she does have a calf swivel as well. She does have an ankle pivot, and don't forget the peg holes at the bottom of her feet. So as far as my likes overall, I'm really digging this figure. I feel it's a really good representation of Jubilee's likeness. And I feel like it's being captured fairly well. As far as my dislikes, to be honest, I really can't think of any. I mean, of course, you could always say that some people would prefer the 90s style over this one. But I don't think the Vampire Jubilee look was a bad idea. I mean, all in all, I think this figure would fit in great with any X-Men setup. But to be honest, if you're not really liking this look, I think it's a very easy figure to customize, especially if you're trying to go for that 90s look. So my recommendation, I think this is one you got to get. Don't forget to visit CityRockersApparel.com. You can get all kinds of stuff like t-shirts from Misfits, Tool, Metallica, all kinds of bands. Also, you can get your Halloween mask from Rob Zombie, They Live, Phantom of the Opera, and more. Again, that's CityRockersApparel.com. Go check out that website. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Variant Reviews. So before you guys forget, hit the subscribe button, please.